Kabul, a U.S. airstrike in the Afghan city of Kunduz killed at least 19 people at a hospital run by international medical aid organization Doctors Without Borders early Saturday, prompting condemnation from humanitarian groups in the United Nations. The organization said 12 Afghan staff members and at least 7 patients, among them 3 children, were killed when its trauma center was hit several times during what it described as a sustained bombing that began shortly after 2 a.m. An additional 37 people, including patients and medical staff, were wounded. All international staff members are alive and uninjured, it said. President Barack Obama Saturday evening issued a statement offering his deepest condolences to medical professionals at the facility and to civilians killed and hurt in the attack. The Department of Defense has launched a full investigation, and we will await the results of that inquiry before making a definitive judgment as to the circumstances of this tragedy, he said. Michelle and I offer our thoughts and prayers to all of the civilians affected by this incident, their families and loved ones. U.S. Army Colonel Brian Tribus, a spokesman for U.S. and coalition forces in Afghanistan, said a U.S. airstrike hit Kunduz city at that hour and may have resulted in collateral damage to a nearby medical facility. The U.S. military later added that the targets were insurgents who were firing directly at U.S. service members. The humanitarian group, which is also known as Médecins Sans Frontières, said it had informed all parties involved in the conflict of the precise location of the hospital, most recently on Tuesday. It said the hospital was directly hit by a series of bombings that continued for over an hour even after American and Afghan officials in Kabul and Washington were informed.